Under the evening, man. We back. Let's start.
And that is where we begin tonight. Bond has been set for 20-year-old Daniel Hines, who's charged in the death of Curtis Mobley. He appeared in court this evening, where we learned more about the shooting and Hines' criminal record. KPRC2's Bill Barajas downtown with the latest details now. Bill.
Well, a probable cause judge says Daniel Hines had just been released out on bond on a criminal trespass charge a day before committing this most recent crime, where he was charged with murder. That judge has set his bond at $100,000.
Mr. Hines, could you please stand?
Daniel Hines was mostly quiet as a judge read his charge.
Mr. Hines, you have been charged with the felony offense of murder.
Hines is alleged to have shot and killed 18-year-old Curtis Mobley at a home near Blodgett Peak Trail and Orms Forest Lane. The judge saying Mobley was the boyfriend of Hines' underage cousin.
Allegedly, the decedent is the boyfriend of the defendant's 14-year-old cousin. Apparently, the decedent was in their house, and the 14-year-old's older sister called their mother, who did not want him in the house.
Hines allegedly got a phone call from his cousin's mother.
Allegedly, the complainant was leaving when the defendant showed up with two other unknown males. The 14-year-old said that the decedent had left his gun underneath the pillow in her bedroom, and she retrieved it for him.
Investigators say Hines also had a gun and at least 15 shots were fired. Witnesses say Hines shot first. He claims Mobley did. Hines was arrested and charged despite those claims.
So check this out. 18-year-old nigga in the house with a 14-year-old girl. The auntie called her little nephew and said, this nigga, this 18-year-old in my house while I'm at work with my daughter. Nephew, come get this nigga about the house, or go see about that. Nephew go over there, and he ended up killing the nigga. And the dude that was over there had a pistol under the bed. Yeah, man, you 18, you can't be laying up with no 14-year-old in her house when the mama and the parents is not there, bro. You out of pocket. You too old. For one, you 18, you gotta have a spot to lay up, bro. You're too old to be laying up with a 14-year-old. Now, I don't approve of that shit.
And Hines is being held here at the Harris County Jail tonight. Again, his bond was set at $100,000. We're live in downtown. Bill Barajas, KPRC 2 News.
I've been working.
Yeah, so, man. Daniel Hines, man. He went over there, get the nigga about the house, and he ended up killing the nigga. That's how shit is, man. You laying up with a 14-year-old, niggas ain't feeling that, bruh. People, family members ain't feeling that. You too old to be laying up with a 14-year-old, bruh. That's just too much. You just doing too much, you feel me? So yeah, Daniel Jones is he facing murder, man. He went over there and murked dude. So it is what it is, man. Just know you can't be laying up with no 14-year-old. If you 18 or older, you can't lay up with no 14-year-old in her house. You doing too much, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And it's not much of an age gap right there, but to be honest, bro, she got to at least be 16. You know, you 18, she got to be like 16 years old. Fourth, that's a baby still, bro. You doing too much, man. That's too young, bro. You supposed to be messing with women. You know what I'm saying? At least young women, 18, 19, 16 maybe the lowest. That ain't really that bad. 16-year-old girl with an 18-year-old dude, that ain't that bad, you know what I mean? But 14 and you 18, bro, nah, my nigga, that's doing too much, bro. So yeah, under the evening, man. So yeah, that's the segment, first segment. Daniel Hines, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a shit. Salute out to you, man. I hope they let you out on bond. I hope you get out soon. You was just doing a good deed, but you killed a man. So there's consequences to that, bro. So yeah, I'm not a Supreme under the evening, man. Yes, sir. Under the evening. Here we go.
The story we've been following since Tuesday afternoon. A man charged in connection with the death of a father and his 2-year-old is due in court this morning.
Court documents released this morning detail what led up to their deaths. Our Kathy Hernandez is live downtown with the very latest on this awful story. Kathy, good morning.
Good morning to you. That suspect is due in court in the next 30 minutes. In new court documents released overnight, he told investigators the victim owed him money before that deadly shooting.
Took his life.
I just kind of kept my distance from him.
People who know 38-year-old Bolon Lee Fidario are shocked. He's charged with 2 counts of felony murder and 1 count of tampering with evidence.
Look at this ugly motherfucker right here. Y'all gotta look. Check this ugly motherfucker out. How the fuck do I switch this shit around, you son of a bitch? Look at this ugly ass nigga here. That nigga ugly in a motherfucker. Good lord.
It's in the death of a 38-year-old father and his 2-year-old son. This woman says Fidario previously worked as a security guard at her apartment
Niggas
complex.
is killing the sons and the father.
Mine is for real, for real.
So security for the complex?
Yeah, he used to be security for this complex right here.
Surveillance video from a grocery store shows the moments surrounding the deadly shooting on Chimney Rock and El Camino del Rey on Tuesday afternoon. Police say he met the father before the two got into an argument, and Fidario shot and killed the victim. He then took off in the victim's SUV, they say, with his 2-year-old son in the back seat. Hours later, officers found the SUV abandoned about a mile away. Investigators say the boy was dead in the back seat. Ramel Rubio lives on the same street where the boy was found.
We see
you kill a 2-year-old boy?
Inside, we can go over there.
Bro, you could.
Yesterday on afternoon, oh my God,
man, this dude killed a
there for like.
Bro, you killed the dad. Drove off in his car with his 2-year-old son, and killed a son, bro. That's so hard. That's cold, bro. That's cold, my nigga.
2 hours.
What's wrong with people?
New court documents say Fidario caused the child's death by, quote, leaving a complainant restrained in a locked vehicle that was exposed to the sunlight and with the windows rolled up and temperatures exceeding 90 degrees. An autopsy now will determine how exactly that 2-year-old boy died. It's unclear how the suspect and the victim knew each other, but again, according to new court documents, the suspect says the victim owed him money. Again, he is set to be in court at 7 o'clock this morning, and we'll be inside to keep you updated. We're putting
Nigga left the 2-year-old. Nigga killed his dad, left the 2-year-old in a seat, restrained with the car windows rolled up. Bro, that's, oh my God, that's so sad. Like, I just can't believe how people are just, they heartless, man. That shit crazy, man. 2-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit is ridiculous nowadays, man. These stories is wild, bro. These people are killing kids.
My friend used to pay
These people killing kids. They don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
You're learning disturbing new details about what led up to the moment a woman allegedly pushed her 3-year-old nephew into Lake Michigan. You can see Victoria Moreno.
What's going on? You push a 3-year-old in Lake Michigan.
Standing by the flowers next to rescuers on Navy Pier.
Yeah, we want to warn you this story will be difficult to hear. Our Tara Mullen alive at Lurie Children's Hospital, where the little boy is still in critical condition.
Oh,
and Tara, his injuries are extensive and they're very serious.
Joe and Erica, extensive and serious, doesn't even cover it. They were described as life-threatening in court today to the judge. A hearing that was really hard to listen to. That little 3-year-old boy is still hospitalized here at Lurie Children's. He has a
cute little
swollen
boy,
brain.
man. Who could do this to a little 3-year-old? Who could do anything to that guy? Who could do anything to this little man? Man, these people crazy.
Bleeding in his lungs,
Crazy.
and we're told he's gone into cardiac arrest a number of times. Victoria Moreno snuck her 3-year-old nephew out of the family home, drove him to Chicago, and ultimately pushed him into Lake Michigan, making no attempt to call for help to save him. That's what prosecutors detailed in her bond hearing Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Moreno
that's so
is
sad.
charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated battery to a child. The judge
What
calling
did
her
he
a
do to
danger
you?
to children in her family and children in general. The prosecutor said Moreno stole keys to a car she's not supposed to drive because of medication she's on for mental health issues, then headed to Chicago, eventually making her way.
She on medication for mental health. Who left that baby with her? Why do you have him?
Navy Pier. While there with the 3-year-old, she let him crawl under the barrier, blocking the sidewalk from the water a number of times. While looking around, waiting for people to leave, she crouched down, straddled him, and pushed him into Lake Michigan, then sat down and stared into the water where the little boy was struggling, saying and doing nothing. All of this caught on surveillance cameras.
Wow.
See this photo from Ashton King. She was on the pier and saw the 3-year-old in the water, immediately jumping into action while she said she watched Moreno do the exact opposite. This is her standing by police and the dive team who rescued the little boy. In court, we learned she told first responders she didn't know the boy or what happened.
The red flags were there. She was acting very weird. I did end up telling the officer, I said, listen, I said...
Some sad shit out here, man.
She's just being weird. Like, I don't know, I just don't know if she's all... Something is not right.
We also learned this wasn't the first time. Just a week prior to this incident, she took all of the children out of the family home and took them to Navy Pier.
Who is allowing this woman to take children anywhere? Who? These her children?
The oldest child in that group, an 11-year-old, knew to call for help. Now, the family doesn't want to speak to us right now. They didn't want to issue a statement, but the judge ordered Moreno not to contact them at all either. Reporting outside Lurie Children's Hospital, I'm Tara Molina, CBS 2 News.
This shit is sad, man. You know, reporting this shit on the news, a lot of shit that go on now, it's just sad, man. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like depressing sometimes when you be looking at the news and you see all this shit that's going on, and you see how crazy people are. Shit's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? That's why I take my breaks. That's why I don't do this shit every day. Because if I do this shit every day, it's like gossip. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do the gossip. I can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that gossip shit, all this bullshit that's happening, and you know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. So you know what I mean? When I feel it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring the under the evenings and shit. But other than that, man, it should be depressing sometimes. All these people, what these people be doing in America, they're crazy. You know, it seems like everybody on one. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, under the evening, man, I just had to bring y'all a few things, a few news flashes. But yeah, man, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, and comment. You know what I'm saying? So under the evening, man, I'm not a Supreme, and we out this bitch.
It's Jimmy, bitch. Ayy, move right, never wrong, clutch on the pipe. Trying to get a couple bands by the end of the night. I've been going all day, coming in at night. For the time, I'ma do it all, getting it right. Got dressed, fresh drip, head to massive.